Hey all, welcome to Sriniversity. Hope you are all doing well. So there's been a debate recently about some films dropping directly on OTT platforms as against having a theatrical premiere right now because the theaters are closed and we understand that there is a difficulty there. But some geniuses who have never been involved in any creative process or any of the creative uh, facets of filmmaking are advocating for premieres on small screen, skipping the theatrical run entirely. Let's get let's get one thing very straight. No filmmaker dreams of a premiere on TV. I hope people on business side of films realize that. It's a good temporary measure, but not a permanent solution. The thought of no cinema theater in my life tastes like veg manchuria with sweet grain. It's disgusting. You just cannot skip theatrical runs. Some people will give me the example of Martin Scorsese, who made The Irishman for Netflix directly. True, but that film still premiered in theaters 2 weeks before Netflix. Even Amazon Prime has, Amazon Prime movies, Amazon originals have movies which are like actually made by the Amazon Studios, and they premiere in theaters first. They have a theatrical run, and then at a later date they come on TV. And also Martin Scorsese has been making blockbusters since 1960s. If he makes movies specifically for washing machines, even those will become blockbusters. But let's just count him out. That's just a very rare exception. And cinema has been an escape from reality for about 100 years now. We all have had very personal experiences with films. They are an integral part of Indian upbringing. I was born in Hyderabad and brought up in Hyderabad, so Hindi films, Telugu films, sometimes Tamil dub films, and that rare English film you would watch at Sangeet or Anand or Kishore Theatre, those were like really fulfilling, rich experiences which I can still remember. And because of this pandemic, these escape portals or cinema theatres they are now closed. I agree, it's a very big pain point. And I think this is the longest gap I've had of not having watched a film in theatre. I think it's about 2.5 or 3 months now. I think the last film that I watched was Jojo Rabbit, and the next one is going to be Tenet in IMAX, J. Christopher Nolan. But anyway, let's rewind a little. Like I told you, I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. I cannot vouch for the accuracy of this fact, but I was told, when I was very young, that Andhra Pradesh has had the most number of cinema theatres as a state in India. And most of those theatres were in Hyderabad. We Hyderabadis are film crazy, completely crazy. And movie watching was such an adventure. Imagine you are in college, I was in college, and we would bunk college to watch a film on first day. If it was a star heroes film like Mahesh Babu's film, there would be a huge crowd gathered around the theatre with bikes parked haphazardly, across that plot. The entire area of that theatre would be super crowded that day, causing traffic jams outside, and small time vendors would set up shop. It would be like a small carnival outside before the show time. And in small clusters in that crowd, there would still be a buzz of some activity, guys selling tickets in black or small fights going on and things like that. The other option to avoid those rushes or to avoid that long queues or avoid the black ticket was to take your sister or your friend's sister to the theater and let them buy the ticket because the queues for women was shorter. So this entire thing is like an experience. Anyway, once you enter the theater, a very strong and now nostalgic smell of phenyl would hit you in your face like a Virendra Sehwag sixer. I can't believe that I'm feeling nostalgic about the smell of phenyl. See what movies do to you. And once you're in your seats and while your nose is still struggling from that phenyl attack, there would be a bhajan or a devotional song playing in the background, and the AC will be in full max power. And the main curtain is still down. The show is at 11 o'clock, and at 10:54, you're only 6 minutes away, but still the projector operator is not even in a hurry. And is not even inside. The projector room, the light is switched off. Actually, anyone who has experienced a power cut in a Hyderabad theatre while a movie is going on knows that Hyderabadi projectionists are the most abused people in the world after the opponent team's bowlers in a losing cricket match. The moment power goes off, his mother and sister are, very well remembered. I feel very sorry, but that's how people are. And as you inch toward your show time, you and your friends gossip and adjust your college bags, either push it under the seat and figure out who sits where. And there were fights among guys as to who would sit where. There's nothing inappropriate about it. Friendships in 90s were like that. You want to watch your favorite hero or hero's film with your best friend beside you. And guess that's why these friendships survive decades. The ones from childhood and college. And the chatter continues, and there would be one guy from the front row who would be either drunk or something at early in the morning at 11 o'clock or something, and he would start screaming for no reason. And another guy would join him. That it's completely unprovoked. You might feel that somebody like pricked a pin behind his ass or something, but nothing. It's just purely voluntary fun that comes only in a theater and nowhere else. These are things that happen only in a theater. Okay, as we approach 10:59, the curtain is raised slowly and a bhajan stops playing. That devotional song that's in the background, it stops playing. There are red, blue and green lights at the edge of the curtain, which is slowly rising up now, and in a few seconds it reaches the top and the lights turn off. The lights dim and the projector is turned on. Then you will hear the loudest scream you will ever hear in your life. And then the epic evergreen advertisement of Vico Turmeric would start. World peace is restored. Absolute worth of your money is achieved with that scream of people, that buzz. Then 2 or 3 or 4 or more advertisements later, there are a few slides of this and that and advertisement and all that, and noisy adjustment of that 4-track sound system, and then all lights are turned off. The theater is pitch dark. But deep inside, you ensure once again that you don't have to pee or go to the bathroom or do whatever. The greatest test of your patience begins. Those 6 seconds of darkness, that impenetrable silence, the peak sense of anticipation, all the events that happened ever since you planned that, going to that movie, they all culminate into those 6 seconds of silence. Gentlemen, that is a theatrical experience. Things have changed over time, There are malls now, multiplexes now. There are no mass clappings or paper throwings or whatever. And all the popcorn is expensive. Sugar water is expensive. But those 6 seconds, they remain the same. Those moments of, darkness where you are with yourself, alone. After all the advertisements end and the film begins, after the ads end and before the film begins, that dark, complete pitch darkness that tests your patience. That's a golden moment, It's actually the brightest, the darkest moment is actually the brightest part of the experience of going to a cinema theater. Tell me, how will you get that on Amazon Prime or Netflix? You will never get that. So releasing a film on directly on OTT is ideal in 2 cases. One, when your film sucks and nobody wants to buy it for showing it in theater. That is one. Second is, for reasons like this right now, there's a pandemic, lockdown. Agreed. There are some cases where you have to do it, but make it a regular business practice is spectacularly stupid. I agree that things have changed, Now VCDs gave way to video cassettes gave way to VCDs, VCDs gave way to DVDs, DVDs, gave way to Blu-rays, and Blu-rays are now, 4K. But what is been constant throughout this and even before this? The theatrical experience. You can never replace cinema theater. Evolution is constant, but evolution only happens to animals and plants. It does not fucking happen to mountains. No. Cinema theaters are the mountains of this entire cinematic ecosystem. Yeah, they change too, but it takes millions of years. You can recreate history, but you cannot recreate geography. Okay? You cannot. Cinema theater is an experience, man. Watching a movie on TV is a task. They are two very, very different things. I hope the theaters open quickly because I absolutely cannot wait for those 6 seconds of darkness. I cannot. Can't wait to watch Tenet in IMAX. See you all. Bye bye.